5 things most Christians don't know about Jesus.
All right, let's see it.
1. Jesus wasn't hung on a cross. The Bible uses the Greek word stauros. It was translated as cross, but it can also mean a stake. The Romans didn't normally use crosses.
So the Greek word stavros can refer to just a stake, but it can also refer to a cross, whether it's in an X shape, where it's in a capital T shape, or maybe a lowercase t shape. The notion that Romans normally didn't use those other crosses isn't really supported by the data. We don't have clear indications what style was preferred over another style, and the earliest depictions we actually have of crucifixion don't come until about a century after the death of Christ, and then almost 100 years after that. But both of those depictions show a T-shaped cross. Take a look. This is the earliest known artistic depiction of a crucifixion that shows the T-shaped cross. This was discovered in some excavations in a city called Puteoli outside of Naples, and it is dated by scholars to around the reign of Trajan or Hadrian, so somewhere between around 110 and maybe 130 or 140 CE. And then we have the famous Alexamenos graffito, which was discovered scratched into the walls of some barracks in Rome, dating to around the year 200, maybe a little after. Shows Alexamenos on the left, says Alexamenos worships his god, and that's supposed to be Jesus being crucified with arms outstretched over a T-shaped cross with the head of an ass. So they were capable of some pretty sick burns back then.
2. Jesus wasn't born in a stable. According to Luke, the baby was placed in a manger. But scholars say it's a mistranslation of guest room. Jesus was probably born in his relative's house.
So it is not the word manger that is a mistranslation. That's translated correctly. It is the phrase "there was no room at the inn" that is a mistranslation. That is where the word most likely refers to the sleeping quarters or a guest room. So whoever made this video was not paying close attention.
3. Jesus was not white. We're familiar with the image of Jesus as a white man, but it comes from later European depictions. Jesus was Middle Eastern and Jewish.
So while that video is showing imagery from medieval and later European depictions of Jesus, we already have in the Byzantine Empire in the 4th, 5th, and 6th centuries CE, Jesus being represented with lighter skin and brown hair. So it was only a few centuries after Jesus that the depictions shifted in the direction of a more European-looking Jesus.
4. Jesus wasn't born on December 25th. None of the Gospels mention his birth date. 5.
That is accurate.
Jesus wasn't an only child. The Bible says Jesus had a number of siblings. However, in Catholic and Eastern Orthodox doctrines, Jesus is an only child.
So this is accurate, and many scholars believe that this idea of the perpetual virginity of Mary is an elaboration on a tradition from the Proto-Gospel of James, which describes Mary as a virgin who marries Joseph, who is a much older man who already has children from another marriage. So that is where Jesus' siblings come from.
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that